Absolute Radio is where you can hear Prince, Mumford and Sons,
I will wait for you,
and The Killers.
Can you read my mind?
Absolute Radio.
Where real music matters.
Absolute Radio podcasts with Windows Live Messenger 2011. Update Facebook, share photos in real time and HD video chat. Keep your amazingly super talented friends closer with Windows Live Messenger 2011.
Iain Lee.
Absolute Radio.
Very, very exciting. That's the fader there. OJ Borge, that's not how you say it, is in the studio.
Yeah, I'm really nervous about being in the studio with you. I didn't want to... I felt I came down just to say hello, because you didn't bother coming up to say hello to me.
No.
And then I was sort of hanging around, and my train's not till 12:15, and I didn't know whether I was outstaying my welcome or not.
A little bit. It's like looking in the sexy mirror, though.
Well, it's like looking in the mirror at the... It's like looking in the...
Steady.
I was... yeah.
Steady.
It's like looking in the mirror where you've got some sort of wasting disease.
But I'm getting a bit chubby now.
No, you are not.
I'm chubby now.
No,
Look
you
at
are
me.
not. Do you want to get... Thing is, though, you're of a body build where you probably want to get a little chubbier.
Look at this.
What is that?
What's that?
What is that? Oh, my... You are getting chubby.
Getting chubby, isn't it?
What's that from?
That's from eating a lot of biscuits, cakes, and being a dad. When you become a dad, that's what you get. That's the gift that your child gives you, is a bit of a tummy. I'm nearly 40 now. Right, I'm nearly 40.
You're never nearly 40.
I'll be 38 this year. And I'm practising saying I'm nearly 40 so I get used to it. And it's game over now. It's game over.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, your body's destroyed because you've had kids. I think you normally find that's a woman's thing that happens.
My wife is as slim as anything. They just kind of stretch back, snap back.
So basically, having kids has destroyed your body.
Yeah,
That's
destroyed my life.
That is a total role reversal.
So this weekend, I had a migraine on Saturday night. I was puking on Sunday night, and then
a rock and roller.
And then today, I've got quite a bad chesty infection.
I think I'm teething.
Yeah.
You've got a kid. I think a wisdom tooth was coming through, and it really, really hurts. Now I asked for text on this earlier on, and someone said something called anbesol, which sounds a little bit like anusol.
Anusol is pronounced anusol.
Yes, I know somebody who worked for them. It did that, and it's
Yeah.
also very good for the bags under your eyes.
Apparently, it's also very good for your anus. And I've had severe trouble with my anus.
Have you?
I had to have an operation on it at the middle of last year. It's not funny.
Oh, I'm not laughing.
You
Well,
are
I was a little. I've sneezed.
I had terrible piles, and then I had an anal fissure. And what that means is again, it's not funny. I don't know.
I'm not laughing.
When you poo, it's like passing glass, and that's
Ooh.
funny, is it?
No.
Like the wrong setting here. We want Russ Williams. There we go. That's better.
Sorry.
It was like, so you had to go and have my anus sewn up.
Wow. Did it cost? Then it would have Fisher Price.
NHS. The NHS is wonderful. God damn it! It cost
It is great.
in tears because boy oh boy it's the most agony I've ever been in my life.
I think every man at some point in their life has had a little bit of fire downstairs.
Yeah.
A mate of mine went out. We actually went out together for drinking. We just got a little job together, and we got very, very drunk. And he vomited so hard that he gave himself piles, and he had to go see the nurse. And it was the one time that apparently he went in, and it was a very attractive female nurse who had to push him back in.
Push them back in. Wow.
That's what he told me. He might have been embellishing the story slightly.
I have mine banded. It's where you're listening to Absolute Radio, by the way. It's where they have they kind of like tie an elastic band around it so it drops off.
Wow, isn't that what? Oh,
But for those wondering, my bum is absolutely fine now.
so you're anus intacticus now.
Yeah, anus intacticus indeed. Ever had a camera shoved up there?
I had no. It wasn't a camera. It was. I think it was just a periscope. It was like a bum periscope.
Yeah. 13 centimetres went up me.
13 centimetres?
13 centimetres.
You could get a job in adult TV.
Exactly. Have you ever done any of the... Because you've
Adult
done...
TV,
You've
no.
done some of the distant cable channels, haven't you?
I did Nuts TV.
Nuts TV, yes.
So you'd have been really good on that. I did. So this is what's really weird. Now I do the National Lottery. It's I've done some sort of slightly weird things. And Nuts TV was bizarre in the sense that we weren't allowed to show any breasts.
Yeah.
Which sort of meant that all the people who read Nuts magazines were like, we're going to see some boobs.
Yeah.
And there weren't any.
No.
And all the people who would have enjoyed what we did,
Yeah.
such features as Blonde versus Brunette, but some of them were quite intelligent.
I
features.
Well, I came on there once and Danny McNamara was on.
I interviewed you on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that now.
And I remember sort of getting a bit excited because it was Danny McNamara. Then I left, I went, it was just the bloke from Embrace, actually.
We really offended him.
Oh, really? Why? Pourquoi?
Every time he came in, he mentioned his club night.
Oh.
And we came up with this...
Danny McNamara's club night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
whatever it was called, and he sort of broke new artists. He was a lovely, lovely guy. And we sort of came up with this idea when we were joking around beforehand. You know when you have production meetings?
Yeah.
And we were, every time we mentioned it, we were going to play the sound of a cash till registering.
Yeah.
And we decided it was funny and then weren't going to do it, but nobody told the sound man.
Yeah.
So the first time he mentioned his club night, ching, and he had a real Mardy and walked off.
Really? Well, that's...
And then the only time I ever bumped into him in a club was that night.
Oh, yeah.
And he was really offended.
Of course he was offended. You should say When Are Embrace going to get back together again and release another lacklustre single.
Some of their stuff was all right.
Go on, name one.
Okay. Is Wikipedia on this machine?
No. I've got Roland Rivron coming in on Wednesday.
Oh, Roland Rivron.
He's written a book.
He was quite nice. I did a show. Do you know what this is? I know
He's
I
a nice
name
lad,
dropped a little bit.
Roland.
Have you ever realised when you
Saying Roland Rivron is not name dropping.
Well, it is
okay,
a little
for
bit.
goodness sakes.
You've just name dropped him coming on the show, but have you not realised that sometimes when you have done a lot of TV or a lot of radio, you have actually met a lot of people,
Yeah.
and you have a little story about everyone.
Yeah. Go on, what's your Roland Rivron story?
I did a show with him, and I think he'd been drinking for a few days straight.
That's not a story.
Why is that not a story?
Well,
What's the story?
where's the story element of that?
He'd been drinking for a few days. There you go. It's not a very long story, nor is it interesting, but it defines itself as a story.
What time is your train?
12:15. Do you want me to go early?
Well, where is your train from?
King's Cross.
So you're probably going to take you
Yeah, at least
an
an
hour
Yeah.
to get...
Sorry, is that...
Exciting news. The Monkees are reforming.
I heard.
The greatest band in the world.
Hang on, but...
Don't you be careful, because I will jump on you and beat the crap out of you. Go on, say it.
One of them's not in there, though, is they? Is he?
Mike Nesmith isn't
Yeah.
been in it for ages.
Well, sort of, they can't really reform then, can they?
Well, three of them can.
It's
yes.
not really reforming. That's like Take That Without Robbie.
It is reforming. Take That were great without Robbie. They did bigger than when Robbie was with them.
No, I don't think you'll find them. I don't know.
Technically.
Do you not reckon their new single, the new Take That single, sounds a lot like Pet Shop Boys?
I
era?
haven't heard
Very.
the new Take That single.
Should I be talking about the fact I've heard it? I heard it at the Brits. There you go. That's how I get away with it.
There's no show. We have no musical snobbery in this show. We just all agree that you two are rubbish, and everything else goes and is fine.
Yeah. Should I go get my train?
Yeah, Jay, nice to see you. Thanks
Okay,
for
cool,
coming
good.
in. 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, it's new callers special. Oh, look at me trying to sneakily cue up the music. You make this sound so easy, OJ, when you do it.
No, I don't.
You don't. 0330 123 1215, more of your calls. OJ, you're back tomorrow. What time are you on?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, so make sure you're there for that, and we'll speak to you after this. Genuinely, more excited than anything that the Monkees are getting back together, even though the last time I saw them I thought they were quite disappointing. And very excitedly, Lynn's on the line. Hello, Lynn.
Hello, Ian.
How are you doing, my love? You all right?
I'm fine.
Now, I should let the listener into a secret. I sort of know Lynn because we bumped into each other at concerts and Monkees conventions.
We do.
And all of those kinds of things. And you're always very, very lovely to me. And it's nice to have you on the show. You were on the Bloody One show this evening.
I know.
How did you wangle that?
I'm sorry for laughing, but it's been a bit of a weekend.
What?
I got a call
Yeah.
at 5:30 on Friday.
Yeah.
Could I take some Monkey memorabilia down to the One show? And I've been very stressed all weekend.
Why have you been stressed?
I've been stressed because I was supposed to be in work
Uh-oh.
today.
Did you pull a sickie or did you tell them what it was?
No. I went into work and just took a few hours off, but I had to come down very fast on a train
Yeah.
from North Wales to London.
Yeah.
Didn't know whether I'd make it in time, but I did. And, it was just such a shock to get the invite, and you know how I feel about the Monkees. Because I know how you feel yourself.
If you had to sleep with one of the Monkees, Lynn, which one would it be?
Well, I hope my husband's not listening.
He doesn't care.
It would. No, he probably doesn't. No, it would have to be Peter Tork.
Oh, would it really? Oh,
would.
I do. Yes. Yeah. Well done. He's looking good, isn't he? He's 69 years old.
He looks excellent, and he's been very poorly. I don't know whether your listeners know that he's had a cancer.
And he's fine now, isn't it?
He looks incredible.
He's 69 years
I know,
old. We're going to have a 70-year-old monkey very, very soon.
Yeah.
If I had to go with one of the Monkees, it would be Mike, definitely.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, I won't tell anybody close to you then.
Eloise, my producer, has been getting some very, very strange emails from Mike Nesmith today.
Today?
Yes, because
He must have heard the news.
Well, she emailed him saying, "Oh, are you part of the tour?" And he wrote back saying no. And then they kind of had... She showed me the emails. They kind of had some weird flirtation, and he's asked her to marry him. This is true.
Are you sure it's not I will marry you in a church because I'm going to become a pastor?
Well, he's mentioned that. He's a pastor. just so he can... Because he says he doesn't go to weddings and funerals.
Yeah.
But then his mates are getting married and they said, well, we'll make you a pastor, so you have to come to the wedding.
Right.
Now,
yeah.
how did... They only use you for about 12 seconds in the end on the one show. Which,
I know.
Did you get to hang out with the monkeys, though?
We hung out before the show with the monkeys because they took us to this corridor with green seats.
Oh.
Little did we know that at one end of this corridor was makeup.
Yeah.
And there they were, having their makeup touched up.
Oh, fantastic.
And they had to come past us. And, you know, it's lovely that you get recognition, facial recognition, even though they don't know your name.
Yeah.
But they remember who you are.
Oh, brilliant.
And then the green room's at the other end of the corridor. So we were like between a rock and a hard place. It was great.
What were they like? Because Davey has been doing some weird interviews recently where he just slags the other ones off a little bit.
Yeah.
Why is he doing that?
I don't know, but you might regret it.
Davey I've interviewed Davey, and he is the most bonkers out of all of them. He just says really random stuff.
Yeah.
But they're all lovely. Don't get me wrong. They're all lovely.
They are all lovely.
Because, you know, Mickey came into the studio a few months ago.
I know.
Oh, I was so excited. He sang Going Down to me.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, off air. I was playing and he went, oh, this is a good song. And then he started singing it to me and I was just sat there going, this is the coolest thing that's ever happened.
I know, because that's my favourite song that Mickey sings.
It's such a
brilliant.
good song.
Yeah.
How many of they're doing how many concerts? 15?
Hang on, I've got the list here, just in case you wanted to know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10. I think I'm definitely going to the Royal Albert Hall.
Okay.
'Cause that was the first time I saw them in whenever it was, 89 maybe?
Yeah, it would have been 89.
And I'm probably going to go to Northampton as well, because I think that's the only other one I can sort of make.
Northampton, that's not on my list.
Oh, no, hang on, not Northampton. Well, what was the list I was looking at? There's one that begins with N.
There's a Newcastle.
No, I had Northampton one.
I've got Liverpool and Manchester, Newcastle and Glasgow, Royal Albert Hall, Sheffield, Birmingham, Plymouth, Cardiff and Nottingham.
Nottingham, there we go. That's what I meant.
one.
There, I might go to Nottingham because I think that's on a Friday, so I can do that with without bunking time off of the show. How many are you going to go to, Lynn?
I'm going to Liverpool, Manchester, Newcastle, Glasgow, the Royal Albert Hall, Sheffield, Birmingham, Plymouth, Cardiff and Nottingham.
I love you. You're so cool. You're so cool.
I don't know about that.
When are the tickets going on sale?
Friday.
Listen,
don't tell anybody because I need to get seats in the front row, so don't tell anybody.
Well, this is it. This is why I was kind of keeping the Royal Albert Hall a bit of a secret. Yeah. Do you know anybody we can contact that will get us good seats?
No.
I've got no... Everyone thinks, oh, Ian, you work in the radio, you must have loads... I've got no contacts at all.
No, I've got to do all the ticket buying via telephone and pay a personal visit to the Liverpool Echo Arena on Friday.
Man alive. Very exciting, it's the three of them. Because I saw them when it was with Mickey and Davey, and I was a little bit disappointed, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
It was kind of missing... Well, it's missing Peter.
But it was better than nothing. At least we had 2 monkeys out of 4.
Yeah. Very exciting. Have you seen the remastered DVD of Head with the commentary?
No.
Oh, have you not seen it?
No.
Oh, it's brilliant. You can only get it on part of a really expensive box set.
Oh, of course.
Well, I tell you what, I will lend it to you. If you email me your address, I'll pop it in the post, as long as you send it back.
Oh, I will, Ian, you know me.
Well, yeah, exactly. It's got all 4 monkeys doing a commentary for Head, and also it's got a weird outtakes of some of the screen tests where it's Davey and Mickey and 2 other people doing scenes from the monkeys together.
All right.
It's like a glimpse into a parallel universe.
Well, do you know, Head is the favourite film ever for me. It's wacky and it's anti-monkeys, if you like. But there's just something about it that's great. It's
the best. It's the best. And with the commentary, do you know what? When we come back from the ads, I'm going to play as we go along. There we go. That's what.
Okay.
Listen, it's lovely to talk to you.
Lovely to talk to you, Ian. I haven't seen you for a while.
No, well, I will. If I don't see you before, I'll definitely see you at the Royal Albert Hall.
You will. You will.
Excited.
I probably Nottingham.
Very excited. Lynn, take care of yourself. I'll speak to you soon.
Thank you, Ian.
Ta-ta.
I'll be in touch soon. Bye-bye.
There we go. It's going to be a monkey special this evening, so just stick with it, kids.
Absolute Radio.
You're listening to Absolute Radio.
Dave Gorman is one of Absolute Radio's...
This is such a good monkey song. This is from the Head soundtrack, and when Mickey Dolenz came in, this was the song he asked for. It's fantastic. Written by Carole King, sung beautifully by Mickey Dolenz. This is As We Go Along. Oh, man, I love that song. One of my favourite songs. Fantastic. Ah, 0330 123 12 15 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, new callers only for the first hour of the show. Let's go to, Claire is in Hampshire. Hello, Claire.
Hello.
So you decided to call in?
I did.
Well,
you dared me.
I did dare you. You sound quite common in real life, don't you?
Oh, cheers.
No, you looked... You're welcome, love. You looked quite glamorous in your mysterious photograph with
It's only half of my face.
Exactly. Well, what's wrong with the other half?
Well, you'll never know.
Ooh. And you look about 15 in your picture.
Oh, bless you. No, I'm about a year younger than you.
No, well, what do you mean about 36?
Yeah.
That's exactly a year younger.
Exactly.
Than me. Then you go.
Nearly 37.
Are you practising saying you're nearly 40?
I am, actually. I that rings so true. I'm
Yeah.
exactly the same. I'm nearly 40, and by the time I get there, I won't care.
And also, when people find out that I'm only 37, and I'm saying I'm nearly 40, they go, you're still young. And it makes me feel better.
Yeah.
I'm dreading 40.
I'm aiming for 40. I'm having a track day and a party.
A what day?
A track day.
A track day? What's a track day?
Driving Ferraris round track.
Jeez. I said to my wife yesterday, I said, on my 40th birthday, I want a huge party. She goes,
Yeah.
all right. I said, but I want to hire out a hall and have a band playing.
Yeah.
And I never have parties. I hate parties. And she's like, are you sure? I said, I want a band playing at my 40th birthday party.
The
So
Monkeys.
I'm going to get the Monkeys playing.
You are.
So excited about the Monkeys. I've got a tiny little monkey chubby.
I think I live fairly close to Davy Thingamajig.
Oh, yeah, because he lives in America.
No, doesn't he have a horse stud?
I don't
Down
know,
near
darling.
me,
Does
in
he?
Droxford in Hampshire.
Oh, really?
He's got a horse stud. Davy Jones.
Of the Monkeys?
Yeah.
Horse stud?
Yes.
Hampshire?
I think.
Near you?
Yes.
Wow.
I think.
You think?
That's what my husband says.
Yeah, I'm not being funny, Claire. Your husband is talking out of his ass.
Oh, bless him.
Talking out of his ass.
No, he's still. No, I'm sure it's right.
He's just trying to impress you.
Could be.
Could be.
20 years though.
20 years.
Still impressed.
So hang on, you got together when you were 16?
Mhm. I've known him since I was 12.
Gee, how old's he? 52. No.
I'm 38.
Oh, okay. So he was a slightly older man. And do you not?
No, yeah, 38.
Are you not bored of him, Claire?
No.
Oh, there was a little.
No, we've been married 15 years.
Jeez. How do you keep it fresh?
Next.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, okay. I see what's going
Jonathan Ross asked me the same question a year ago.
Really?
Well, yeah, I was on his show in February last year.
Oh, you're just a show.
I am.
whore.
I'm a showbiz whore. And then I was on telly in July.
What were you doing on telly in July?
Our Tesco's burnt down for the third time.
For the third time?
I was nowhere near.
For the third time?
Third time.
What's going on there?
Arson, electrical faults, all sorts. Third time.
Wow, unbelievable. And so why were you on telly?
I work very near to there.
Okay, I'm suspicious.
No, I wasn't there, Gov. Honest.
Okay,
But
vaguely.
yeah, it burnt down. So I was I was desperate for a camera, and I tracked one down outside work.
Do you ever... tonight's show is going to veer from the sublime to the ridiculous. You know printer cartridges are, like, well expensive?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to one of those places where they refill printer cartridges?
We've got one near us. The guy that runs it has got black. His fingers are... Well,
He's got black.
Filthy black.
But does it
fingers.
work, though?
I haven't tried it yet. We've only had a printer for about 6 weeks.
What the...
We're new to printers.
How did you get things off of the...
Hadged them off family.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not daft.
No, you
Somebody
ain't.
has to pay for the ink.
They're well expensive. The ink is so expensive.
Well, it was something like £36 for the set, but we got a printer with the inks for 30.
Well, exactly. It's cheaper to go and buy a new printer.
And, yeah, but it's not.
I
really
need to know if anyone has used one of these printer refill cartridge places, if they're any good or not. Because it can't be just that easy that you go in and he puts more ink in.
He doesn't. They don't do it straight away. They give you another set.
Right.
It's sort of like when you used to go camping as a kid and you hand in your ice bricks and they give you another set.
Ice bricks?
Yeah.
You're speaking a foreign language to me, woman. I've got no idea what you're on about.
Did you never have a cool box with ice bricks in a tent?
Oh, are they called ice bricks? Those plastic things that you put in the freezer?
Well, when you stay in a tent, you don't have a facility to refreeze them.
No, of course
so
you
hand
don't.
them in at the camping shop, and they give you another set every day. or twice a day.
Are you sure you're not from like the Victorian era or something?
No, I'm
Claire.
with you.
Well,
And I'm sober. Very rare.
okay.
Well, not for me.
Yes.
For one of your callers.
Was there anything else you wanted?
To talk about? Not really.
Oh,
Not really, just a natter.
Okay, listen, here's the deal. You leave your husband, I'll leave my wife. Let's just run off and get some
Okay.
cool bricks together
Okay.
and make sweet love on a cool brick. Yeah?
Yes.
I'm up for it, man. I'm totally there, Claire.
On the podcast.
By the way, you did just send me like 12 tweets. That was a little bit stalkerish.
Oh, sorry.
That was a little bit.
You sent me 2.
Yeah, I stopped replying when I saw that. I thought, uh-oh, she's a lunatic.
I'll cover the other side of my face now.
I think you should do. Claire, lovely to talk to you.
Thank you very much.
Ta-ta.
Thank you, bye.
There we go. If you want to follow me on Twitter and be bullied into calling me slightly, you can do. It's at Iain Lee is the phone number. The phone number? Jeez, what the hell are you talking about? How are you, Eloise? We've not really spoken to you yet, have we?
I'm all right, thank you.
Good weekend?
Oh yeah. Apart from the man that I saw, did you see that?
Oh, tell this story. This is mental.
So. Over the weekend, there was I was standing at a bus stop, and a man came over, and he had a huge gash on his arm that looked like a stab wound, and it was dripping loads with blood. And he came over to this lady who was like, "Oh, I think he said he'd fallen off his bike, but I actually thought he said I'd been stabbed." But later on, I heard that it was fallen off his bike because it's the same one he always uses. Anyhow. I really need to get to hospital. Have you got any money? I've only got this to get in a cab. It's the quickest way I can get there. But my ears pricked up a bit, and I didn't quite trust it.
We've been watching a lot of Columbo recently,
I think that must be what it was.
Yeah, totally.
Anyways, the woman, she was going, "Oh, call an ambulance." He was going, "No, I'm going to meet my mum. I'm going to go to the hospital."
How old was he?
He was probably late 30s.
Okay, yeah.
And then she was like, gave him a tenner, flagged down a cab. He got in the cab.
Yeah.
I got on the bus, and then the next stop down, I see that he's got out of the taxi,
Sweet.
and he's pretending to be sick, like just spitting, basically.
Yeah.
As soon as he turns around the corner, because I can still see this round the corner where my bus stop is,
Yeah.
I see him walk into a pub.
Sweet.
I put it on Twitter later. Turns out loads of people have been conned by him.
That man's a genius.
It's-
That man is a genius.
And someone said they once saw him put the fake flesh on and cut the flesh and then dribble the blood over it. So it's fake wounds completely.
You've got to respect that, though, haven't you?
No,
That's
it's foul.
genius. In these tough economic times, that's the big society.
It's very clever because you're never going to turn down a stab wound victim.
No.
But now, if I see another stab wound victim,
A real one.
yeah, I'm going to be like, no, jog
Get
on, mate.
lost. Yeah, jog on.
Yeah.
Well, dear listener, if you have been caught by the stab wound stroke falling off his bike man scam, 0330 123 1215. Whereabouts? This was in central London, was it?
East London. So I saw him at Moorgate, but he's been spotted in Old Street, Bethnal
genius.
Green Road, Whitechapel, all over East
The only
London.
one I've had, there used to be one years ago, these blokes would drive up in a van and go, "You're right, mate, do you want to buy some speakers?" When it turns out they were delivery men and they had one pair of speakers left over that hadn't been accounted for, so you could buy them really cheap. And everyone I know has had the speaker man. Come on. Well, OK, 0330 123 1215. Have you had the chap with the cut arm coming up to you? You've got to respect that, I think. He sounds like a genius. What, Eloise, this is a question to you because you're young and hip. Where the hell is Lenny Kravitz these days? He's not dead, is he? Before I start,
No, I don't think he's
No.
dead.
okay. Well, that's
I have
something.
no idea where he is.
Because he was quite like a sort of big star.
Yeah, I used to love that song as well.
I liked I built this garden for you. Remember that one?
No.
Do you remember that one?
No.
That was good. That one. I wonder if we've got it on.
I liked the cover he did of America Woman.
Bam.
Yeah.
This is it. This is the one I was talking about. Hang on a minute. Perhaps, I think this is it. Well, this is nice, isn't it?
Good start.
I don't think this is the one I was talking about, though.
I quite like this.
Oh, this is nice, this. I don't think this is the one I was talking about, but this is nice.
Sounds quite 60s, doesn't it?
That was his thing, wasn't it? As he kind of stole the 60s and brought
Yeah.
them into the 90s. I wonder where he is.
Let's find out.
Should we look on Wikipedia?
Let's try and make it a topic so that some callers phone in.
Yeah, let's ask Cheeky Gary.
Hello.
Jesus.
Hello.
He sure is cheeky.
Hello, Cheeky Gary.
Hello, Ian Lee.
Who came up with the name Cheeky Gary?
My ex-wife.
Okay, can you talk to him? So I need to turn down that out there.
Oh, yeah. Cheeky Gary, do you know where Lenny Kravitz is nowadays?
I think he's in Los Angeles.
Do you know what he's doing? Is he still working?
I think he's still going out with Linda Blair from The Exorcist.
Oh, really? I didn't even know he was ever going out with her. Do you know any good Lenny Kravitz songs you could give us a bash at?
I would have to say, I want to get away, I want to fly away.
Give us a little burst of it.
I want to get away, I want to fly away, yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
He's in Los Angeles, is he, Cheeky Gary?
Well, I think, I know he was seeing Linda Blair.
Well, the woman from The Exorcist?
Yeah.
I thought you was going out with Lisa Bonet from The Cosby Show.
Well, I'm sure he can get his pick of women.
With Lenny Kravitz. Lenny Kravitz could bed literally... Eloise, would you sleep with Lenny Kravitz?
No.
You say that, but if he walked in, he would have sex with you. Whether you liked it or not. I'm not implying anything. You would melt at Lenny Kravitz's rock charms.
I don't know if I would.
Imagine if he put some strings on his penis and played it like a guitar.
Oh, I think it would put me off.
No, that's erotic. Cheeky Gary, you'd sleep with Lenny Kravitz, wouldn't you? He's considering it. That's not a definite no.
I would consider it because he is very good looking.
Is that why your wife is your ex-wife?
Well, she was very open-minded.
I do.
About things like my ex-wife is American.
Well, they just swing both ways, don't they?
Well, yeah, I'm not a swinger, but
Yeah. You've swung.
I did swing a bit,
Yeah.
I'm not Glenn Miller.
No. So, Cheeky Gary, whereabouts are you calling from?
Sunny Roehampton.
I snogged a girl in Roehampton once.
Oh, there's not a lot happening around here.
No, not now. Not now. I'm not snogging that girl anymore. Her name was Vanessa. Did you know her?
Vanessa.
Who'd have thought me snogging a girl called Vanessa? Hey, it's posh, isn't it? Posh.
I broke into the uni there.
I snogged the girl in the uni. How funny!
And to get out, I had to climb on a biffa bin and over a massive wall, and I broke my foot.
Why did you break into Roehampton University?
It's really embarrassing.
Go
Yeah,
on.
I've told you before.
Go on.
I was a big fan of Razorlight, and they were playing, so I broke into their backstage area.
What's his name? Johnny Burrell?
Yeah, and I nicked a bottle of vodka and a CD from his dressing room.
You have told me that. You have. Razorlight, where are they now? They're on the same island as Lenny Kravitz.
They've all broke up, I think.
Have they? Good.
I think so.
Good. They were rubbish. I like the song about America.
Oh, yeah.
And then I got the album, and I remember listening to it going, this is probably the worst record I've ever heard in my life.
First album was what got me.
Yeah.
The rest I didn't really like.
No, it's silly. Well, who do you like, Cheeky Gary?
I like the Cult, and I love the song "She Sells Sanctuary."
Oh, She Sells Sanctuary, yes.
Yeah.
Could you give us a bit?
And the world dragged me down. Hey.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Well, Cheeky Gary, it's lovely to talk to you.
You too, Ian.
Make sure you call again, won't you? You're in my top 10 favourite new callers of this evening.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome. We've had 6 calls.
Yeah, you have a good night.
I will have an excellent night. I'm on this morning, tomorrow morning.
I'll tune in.
I'll be on about 10:30.
I'll tune in.
Good lad.
All right.
Tutty bye. There we go. It's fantastic. Now it's new callers for the first hour. Ricardo?
Hello.
Well, you've been on loads.
No, it's Ricardo Wong.
Oh, so it's not the same Ricardo that phones up all the time?
No.
Oh, OK, so I do apologise.
No, it's absolutely fine.
You're welcome.
I've been a long-time listener.
Yes.
And I'm a first-time caller.
First-time caller. OK, right. Well, in that case, you're welcome to the new caller hour of the show.
Oh, thank you very much, Ian.
It's a pleasure. What can I do for you, Ricardo Wong?
I was just worried about Colombo in London.
Sorry?
How many things would he have to sort out?
Colombo?
In London.
When?
Well, you were saying about Colombo earlier. You had to...
What?
Maybe you'd be the new Colombo in London.
No, I was saying something happened to Eloise in London,
Yeah.
and she was suspicious, and I said you've been watching a lot of Colombo recently.
Do you think, though,
Yes.
as her kind of mentor,
Well, thank you.
you could be a Colombo minder? Oh, no, Minder's a completely different TV show, isn't it? But a combination of the two.
I don't think Colombo's coming to London.
No.
No.
But could you be
Yes.
a Colombo in London?
Why?
Well, because it'd be like a spin-off.
What, like I'd be his son or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that'd be good if I was his son.
That'd be brilliant.
Yeah, I thought of that. You didn't think of that. That's my idea.
Yeah, of course it was. Pleasant Valley Sunday by the Monkees
Yes.
is one of the coolest songs in the whole world.
It's a great song. Another song written by Carole King.
Yeah. Favourite Police Academy film?
It is 1, but 6 is excellent.
It's really rubbish.
6, shut up, man. 6 is brilliant.
It's really bad.
Which one is 6?
The one where they just, like, go to Miami Beach.
No, that's the Miami Beach is 4 or 5, and that is terrible. 6 is the one where it's the guy hiding behind a screen.
Oh, what, Mission to Moscow?
No, Mission to Moscow is 7, and it's awful. It doesn't make any sense at all.
What the hell, 6?
6 is the one where there's a guy hiding behind a screen.
What? That's literally the whole film.
Pretty much.
Strawberry beer. Have you had strawberry beer yet?
I don't drink.
No, but have you...
I've had
heard
strawberries and I've had beer, so I can imagine what it's like.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Captain Birdseye?
Yes, I have, yes. He's
Vanessa,
the fishy
one
fella.
of your callers.
Yeah.
She likes fish.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
Does she want to be the new Captain Birdseye? Because Captain,
Yeah.
it can be male or female, because
Yes.
it's not gender specific.
Yeah. I'm going to cut you off now, Ricardo.
Yeah, it's all right. I've only been waiting for a few hours.
Answers on a postcard, please. I've not got a clue.
Live on the air.
Oh, there's Eloise there. Let's go to Phil in. By the way, anyone can call in now. It's gone midnight, so old people and new people can call in. Phil in Richmond. Hello, Phil.
Oh, hey, Ian. How you doing? All right?
I've got a cough.
Yeah, so have I, mate. So have
It's
I.
a pain in. Isn't it a nuisance? And I've got a load of lockets here, and I'm keep turning down the fader so people can't hear me coughing, and it's a nuisance.
Oh, man, it's a pain in the neck.
Literally.
Literally, mate. I've got a theory about that.
Yeah.
I've been listening to your show for a while now. You've got a little boy. I've got a little 5-year-old boy.
Yeah.
When he was 1,
Yeah.
do you get what he gets? If he's ill, do you get it straight away?
Yeah, of course, yeah. And kids
Yeah.
always get ill because they're always hanging out with snotty, dirty kids.
Exactly. But does I've forgotten your wife's name.
Fandango.
Does she get it as well?
Generally, no.
Exactly the same as me. How weird's that?
Hey.
You've got the kind of same blood group or same immune system or something.
I've
like
got
that.
a very
You're-
weak immune system. I'm always getting poorly. And then I was kind of getting a little bit better and was eating a bit healthier. And now suddenly we've got the boy. I'm just ill all the time.
That's it. Just eating rubbish and sitting around and
Damn
catching,
kids.
Kids' illnesses. Bloody kids, eh?
Oh, I wish you could put them in a box and send them off to France. You can't do that anymore. Bloody EU.
Get in trouble.
Yeah.
I was just watching the webcam, saw you sending a little cheeky text there.
What was I doing there? What I was doing on my phone. Where have I put my phone? I've put it down somewhere. I've just charged it up. I'm playing Josie Long, the comedienne, although she hates being called a comedienne, that's why I do it, at Scrabble.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but she needs...
Actually playing her?
I'm playing her at Scrabble, but she needs to buck up her ideas a little bit. In fact, let me just send her
Is she the one on Whose Line Is It Anyway? Did she used to be on that?
No, she didn't.
No.
Hang on.
I'm thinking of Josie Lawrence.
Stop sending boring political tweets and start playing words with friends, baby.
Cool.
There we go. That'll sort it out. There we go, Phil.
Cool.
Sorry.
That's all right, mate. No. Listen, I was just going to say, I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller. I listen to the podcast.
I love you, brother. You're a podcast person, and you're makes the world go round.
I don't know what I'd do without you in the mornings. I start work at 5 in the morning, and I have to get my daily fix.
What do you do that involves starting work at 5?
I'm kind of a caretaker in a school, so I have to go and open up and turn all the alarms.
Well, hang on. Why don't you go to bed now then?
Well, I've got a week off because it's
half term.
Yay!
Glory days.
Woohoo!
Fantastic.
I stayed up especially because I thought I've got a ring one time in my life. It's only once.
Phil, it's a pleasure to talk to you. Sorry to keep you waiting for so long, but I'm glad you got through in the end.
No worries, mate. I was going to say, I was just listening to last week's podcast.
Yes.
The whole Eloise being barged into a wall kind of scenario.
Oh, yeah, those horrible, horrible blokes, yeah.
Horrible men.
Yeah.
Well, a few weeks ago, I was walking along a sort of busy high street.
Yeah.
Not the same, but similar kind of thing.
Yeah.
And anyway, cut a long story short, loads of ute outside McDonald's.
Yeah.
And as I walked past, kind of sort of, I thought this is a bit dodgy. Puffed my chest out a little bit.
Make yourself look tough, yeah, good boy, yeah.
Yeah.
No shame in
as I
that.
walked past, I heard one of them go, "You're hard, mate." And I just thought, oh no.
Oh,
right.
you're in.
And then I felt something hit the back of my neck.
Yeah.
Not like something like a brick or something.
It was a chip, wasn't it?
No, well, guess what it was? Nearly.
What, a gherkin?
Yes.
Oh, he chucked a gherkin at you!
He flicked his gherkin, it hit me right on the neck.
Oh, that is one of the biggest cusses you can get, my friend.
That is a
bad cuss!
That is a proper cuss, and I kind of thought, and for a split second I thought, I'm going to turn around and say something, but what did I do?
You picked up the gherkin, you ate it and said, "Thank you, sir."
I just carried on walking and completely wimped out. And
how many of them were there?
About 6.
Yeah, sensible.
Yeah.
But when you got home, whenever I used to get beaten up at school, when I went home and got into bed, I would reenact the situation, but with me beating the crap out of them.
Yeah, me too.
Did you do the same thing?
I thought about it for probably about 48 hours.
Yeah.
Just constantly. It was anyway. But there you go. Another thing I thought about as well.
Yeah.
Last week, the Eloise date kind of thing you were talking about.
Yeah.
I've got a great idea for you.
Go on.
Well, you know how people auction off things that they do, like for jobs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
For charity.
Yeah.
Right. You need some work done in your house.
Yeah.
Decorating.
I do need a lot of it. Yes.
Why don't you auction off a date with Eloise?
Yeah.
Get people to offer, like decorating or a bit of plumbing or something like that. You get your house done.
Yeah.
She gets a date.
I'm worried, Phil, that is borderline prostitution.
It kind of is, isn't it, actually, thinking about it. Now you say it like that.
And I'm not sure what the Ofcom regulations are on me pimping out my producer. Whether that breaks some kind of code.
That's kind of true. I didn't think about it like that. I take that back completely.
Well, no, listen, it's planted a seed, Phil. I'll go and check the small print, and if I can pimp her out and get my house decorated, sweet as a nut.
You never know.
It's done. It's a done deal.
It might work.
It might just do. Phil, I'm going to move on to Rob. It's lovely to talk to you.
You too, Ian.
Cheers, mate. Take care.
Take it easy, mate.
Ta-ta. Rob's on the Caledonian Road. Hey, Rob.
Hello.
Oh, that was very enthusiastic.
Oh, sorry.
No, don't apologise for being enthusiastic. It's good.
Yeah, thanks.
And that was a bit American. Do apologise for that.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was just. There just wasn't enough of a language sample for you to recognise my accent properly.
What is your accent? It sounds like you sound like Mike Reed or something.
It's like London, but just a bit cheesier.
Okay, there was a bit of cheese there.
Yeah, I can't help it.
No, well, you can. Anyway, what can we do for you?
Lenny Kravitz.
Yes.
As far as I know, he's chilling in Paris.
And the thing is, I bet he is chilling as well. He's the kind of guy that would chill.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I don't know why I know this, because I saw it on the Twitter, but I don't follow him.
Yeah.
Well, someone must have been fascinated and passed it on, because he's just finished recording an album in Paris.
Yeah.
And he's hanging out.
Just chilling there, going along the Champs-Elysees, going into the French Gap and buying stuff in euros that's maybe a little bit different from America.
Trey Bon.
Well,
he probably says.
He probably does. Well, stay there. Hang on. Stuart. Oh, hang on. Stuart from Glossop.
Hello.
You've called in about Lenny Kravitz as well.
I can trace his movements to this time last year.
Well, hang on. That's a 12-month gap.
Well, whatever's after then is a mystery, really.
So, okay, so let's go up to February 2010, and then Rob can fill in the gaps. Okay, so Stuart, what was he doing up until February 2010?
He starred in that depressing film Precious that was out last year.
Well, he didn't star in it, did he? That was the big
that
girl.
was someone else.
He had a role in it, though.
Rob?
Then he went to Paris and done an album.
Right, okay. All right. So, Stuart, he was in Precious.
Yep.
And then that's the last you have?
That's the last I have of it.
And then, Rob, what happened then?
Well, he finished that and he said, see ya to the major stars of Precious, for example, Mariah Carey. And then he went to Paris and he did an album. But that album is finished and he is, as I said before, chilling.
Mariah Carey, gentlemen. Hot or not?
No.
Really?
No.
Rob?
I don't want a lot for Christmas.
I think she's kind of sexy.
No.
Yeah, but she's annoying as well.
Oh, listen, my wife's annoying, but she's sexy, you know. You can be annoying but sexy at the same time. I mean, I don't want to marry her. I just want to get locked in a hotel room with her for a weekend.
If you don't want to marry her, why did you marry her?
No, sorry, Rob. I was talking about Mariah Carey. Not my wife. I did want to marry her, and so I did. Mariah Carey, I don't want to marry her, partly because I'm married now, but also because, as Stuart pointed out, she's annoying. But I would like to get locked in a hotel room, and I would pay that $6.95 to get the adult movies activated as well.
Sounds like an exciting evening.
Are you fellas want to come round?
Yeah, all right.
Nope.
Okay. That's disappointing. Very disappointing. Stuart, are you a Lenny Kravitz fan?
I've only heard 2 or 3 songs.
Yeah. He was a bit disappointing, really, wasn't he? He never lived up to the hype.
He had a Simpsons guest star with a load of massive celebrities.
Yeah.
And then he was in it as well, and it seemed out of place. That was Lenny Kravitz, the Rolling Stones, and someone else.
Well,
I've got a good fact about Lenny Kravitz.
Oh, please, let's hear it, Rob.
Lots of his songs are much more kind of Bible-based than they sound.
Can you...
For example, you were talking about I Build This Garden for Us. It was specifically about the Garden of Eden.
Oh, no, was it?
Yeah, and even better, you know, Are You Gonna Go My Way?
Yeah.
He's basically, it's written as Jesus in the first person.
Oh, no. Are you
Are
sure?
you going to go my way? Are you going to follow the word of the etc.?
It's about Jesus?
Yep. And he writes, not only writes about them, he quite often writes songs as Jesus in the first person.
Well, maybe Lenny Kravitz is Jesus.
Well, they're good-looking guys.
They're both excellent-looking guys. I was put me off him a little bit. It's like Amy McDonald. Not Amy McDonald. Who was the one who
Ronald McDonald?
It's like Ronald McDonald. Well, Robin Stewart, thank you so much for your Lenny Kravitz information.
It's okay.
Much
And by the way,
appreciated.
those 2 or 3 songs I know, I don't like anymore. Now I know they're Jesus-based.
Yeah, well, you know, you shouldn't make assumptions like that, but if that's the case, I've kind of gone off him a little bit. No offence to any Christians. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Stuart. No offence at all. Excuse me, but, you know, why do you have to bring that into pop? Why can't you just have, you know, good fun? Anyway, this is Arcade Fire and their song called I Love Jesus. I'm so tired. I've had the worst weekend sleep. Migraine on Saturday. Puking up last night. And then I'm on this morning, tomorrow morning. So I'm up bright and early, so I'm going to get 5 hours sleep. Oh, dear. Then a busy day. Coming in doing something for Minnie, I think. Then I've got tea with Mr. Grace. Oh. Probably going to get rollicking. Tends to be when I get called in for a meeting with Mr. Grace and Mr. Grace Jr. What have I done wrong recently? Eloise, what have I done wrong recently? Oh, she's editing. Listen, this is what she's doing. You should listen.
What? That's literally the whole film.
Pretty much. She's editing the podcast, the Best Bit podcast. That's what she does. Let's go to Christopher auf dem Germany.
What?
Hello.
Hello, I'm in West Wickham.
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't sound as exotic now, does it?
It doesn't. So let's say you're in East Germany.
Well, I'm going to be in Germany in 2 days.
You're there now.
No.
Now. Ja. What is the weather like in Germany?
Es gibt viel Schnee.
Ja, das ist sehr gut. Ja.
Nein, das ist nicht gut.
Nein, das ist nicht gut. Also,
man muss langsamer spazieren gehen.
Ja. Wo ist meine Notizbuch?
Notizbuch?
Notizbuch.
You want a breast that's about not having boobies.
No Tits book is a notebook, I think you'll find, actually, Christopher.
Oh.
No
we
tits.
We just say block.
Yeah, we say no tits book. That's actually a word. Thank you very much. Anyway, Christopher, what do you want?
Is that Daddy or Das?
Daddy or Das. Dum 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 dum. What do you want?
I went shopping for some camouflage trousers the other day, and I couldn't find any.
Where did you look?
In the shop.
Which shop did you go to?
Well, I don't know what shop it was, but the walls were green, and I think they designed the shop to look like the rainforest or something.
Did you go to the Rainforest Cafe to try and buy trousers? You wouldn't find them there, no.
No. Anyway, Lenny Kravitz.
I think you can get them in Gap.
Really? I should go there.
Oh, yeah.
What colour are they in Gap?
They're sort of green and browny.
All right. I thought, being Gap, I thought it would be sort of blue.
I only ever buy my clothes from the Gap because they're the only clothes that fit me on the leg and on the sleeve.
My mother buys my clothes.
Your mother buys my clothes?
Yeah, probably. Do you know what I'm wearing now?
Yes.
Go on then.
A dress.
Yeah, but what kind of dress?
French maids.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anyway, Lenny Kravitz.
Yes. Apparently he's chilling in Paris.
Apparently so. I was just going to say, my favourite song of his is...
It's about Jesus.
Always on the Run.
How does that go?
Bow, bow, dow, bow, bow, dow, bow, dow, bow, 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 dow, bow, 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 bow. It had that bloke from Guns N' Roses on it. Whose name I've forgotten.
Axl Rose. Slash.
Slash, that's the one.
Okay. I don't. It would have been about Jesus, apparently. Not that there's anything wrong about that, but I think you should make it.
On the run.
Chasing Jesus. He should make it clear that that's where he's coming from.
Yeah, maybe.
You do have an amazing knack, Christopher, of just sucking the life out of a broadcast.
Well, I mean, yeah. Hey, guess what I just finished watching?
Was it Titty Slickers?
No, it was season 2 of Lost.
Oh, exciting! It's good season 2, isn't it?
God, that turned into Bloodfest.
Yeah, the last they do brilliant last episodes on Lost.
Yeah,
apart from season 6.
Oh yeah, and he goes off in the boat, doesn't he, with his son? Oh, that's creepy. The whole walk being kidnapped thing.
Oh yeah. It's good. It's good. Season. I can't remember which one season. What happens in season 3? But you're in for a treat.
Desmond's there. I'm not. I don't know
what's happened to the hatch?
The hatch. So Locke has refused to push the button, and
so it's blown up.
Mr. Eckel has blown up the dynamite, and the magnetic thing happened, and then there's a key, and there's some other bloke in the flashbacks, and he's dead, and
Desmond is season 3. Desmond is about to get completely awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, brother. Oh, I researched.
Okay, brother. I'm going to go to a Buddhist monastery for a weekend.
What?
Don't be racist. I'm going to go to a Buddhist monastery for a weekend.
Buddhist monastery?
Yes.
Why are you doing that?
Just to get in touch with my inner self and try and find some peace in this anarchic world that we live in.
Really? Oh, well, good luck with that.
Thanks.
It doesn't exist.
This whole Libya stuff's getting me down, so I'm going to go and try and make a spiritual connection with the universe and a higher power.
Do you know where I'm going?
To bed?
No.
Germany?
Well, yes, but no.
Well, yes.
But where else do you think I'm going?
The toilet?
No.
Don't know.
Going to see Glenn Tilbrook in concert, man.
I'm going to cut you off now.
Okay.
0330 123 1215 is the phone number. Let's go to Danny. Danny will be with you in a minute. Let's go to Sam Chaplin. Hello, Sam.
Hello, you all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good. You know you were saying that the Monkees were the best band in the world?
Correct.
Yeah, they're good, but aren't the Beatles a good band?
Yeah, the Beatles are a great band. The Monkees are better.
Why?
Because their TV series was better.
Yeah, but the Beatles have had such a fantastic career, so each one of them has an amazing, pastime, as it were.
Pastime?
Well, you know.
What do you mean pastime?
I don't know, like...
What did you say pastime for?
I can't think of the word, like just sort of life and career.
What do you mean pastime?
I don't know.
You said pastime.
I know I said pastime. Jeez.
Eloise? Eloise? We just had Rob Deering on the line.
The Rob Deering?
Yeah.
His phone ran out of battery.
Why didn't you should have told me it was Rob Deering?
I didn't realise it was.
What did he say?
All I know is I've just had a Twitter from him saying that his phone ran out of battery.
Did we have someone called Rob ready to go?
Yeah.
That was Rob Deering.
I didn't realise it was.
I like Rob Deering. I say I like him. He's all right. But it would be good. I like him. It would have been good to have him on.
I didn't realise it was him. He didn't tell me.
He should. Rob, listen. This is how you play the game. You know, you're at level C. I can take you to level B. You need to go around and play the Rob Deering card. You need to go, Eloise, this is Rob Deering. Yeah, the Rob Deering. Put me through straight away. Because there's a celebrity hotline and you would have got it. Gutted. What did he want? What did he say he wanted?
I'll tell you.
Go on. Sorry, Sam Chaplin, but with you a minute. We had Rob Deering on the line. If you don't know who he is, he's a brilliant comedian.
All right.
He wanted to tell you what Lenny Kravitz was doing.
He would have done it like in song as well. Because he does them funny songs, doesn't he? Oh, Rob, well, his battery's dead. Come in one night, Rob.
How has he managed to tweet me, though?
Oh, yeah. I don't trust him at all. I've cancelled the offer to come in, Rob. You're banned. Was that a bit too harsh?
Yeah.
Totally banned him. He's banned now, Sam Chaplin.
Oh, dear.
Oh.
People, eh?
The show's kind of... it feels like one of the wheels has fallen off. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of, you know, it's not been the best of shows this evening. Maybe that lad that phoned in and said Monday shows are crap was right. But it's just the last 20 minutes, it's kind of... you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like Mondays are, in general, a little bit, you know, rubbish.
Yeah.
Do you own the Beatles' Unseen Archives?
Unseen Archive?
Yeah, is that a book?
What's on the cover?
The four Beatles, like, just sort of sitting there.
Are they sitting on, like, grass?
No, they're sitting on... I'm not actually sure, but it's in black and white.
Probably not.
Okay, then. It's a brilliant book. I really recommend it.
You really what?
I really recommend it.
But the Monkees are a better band.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I've lost this, but I understand that, you know.
Sam Chaplin, it's a pleasure to talk to you.
Pleasure to talk to you too.
Good evening. Let's go to line 14. Daniel's in Maidenhead. Hello, Daniel.
Hello, Ian.
How are you?
Not bad. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm all right. We had Rob Deering on the line, and his battery ran out.
Well, tough luck.
Yeah, actually, good point. Tough luck, Deering. You're not getting special treatment from me. This isn't Radio 4 now. Oh, unless you can get me a job on Radio 4, Rob, and then you're going to get total special treatment from me. Daniel, how is Maidenhead these days?
Well, same old. Nothing really changes.
Is the Magnet Leisure Centre still open?
Yeah, but it's crap.
Were you the one that did a poo in the shower?
No, that wasn't me.
Were you the one that told me about someone doing a poo in the shower?
No,
Okay.
Definitely not me.
Okay, that's good for you for not telling me about that. What can I do for you, Daniel?
I can tell you exactly where Lenny Kravitz was last night at 1 a.m.
This is the most specific and up-to-date we've had so far. Go on, Daniel, tell us.
Well, he was performing at an NBA All-Star game, pre-game show, and he did 3 songs.
What, in Maidenhead?
No, that was in Los Angeles.
Oh, Los Angeles, California?
Yep.
So hang on, he wasn't chilling in Paris?
No, definitely. He was on stage and performed 3 songs.
What
one
song?
I didn't know.
Oh, that's probably a new one then.
One new, and then Are You Gonna Go My Way and
Jesus.
Fly Away.
Which is about Jesus. Probably about the crucifixion, I'd imagine.
That put me off as well.
And does he... Yeah, put me off a bit. I don't know why it shouldn't, but it did a little bit. And did he look good?
Well, the funny thing is that first thing I noticed when he was on the red carpet, I didn't really hear what he was saying, but he's a little bit chubby now.
Is he? Chubby Kravitz?
He's like, he used to be very skinny, and now he's just put on some weight.
Chubby Kravitz. He's got to be like 50-something, isn't he?
Nah, he's like 40-something.
He's got... No, 50-something?
Nah, 43 or something like that.
Shut up, man. 53.
No,
right,
no.
I'm going to go to the...
Only because you're old, nobody's going to... It's like, he's not that old.
Right, hang on a minute. We're gonna go to Wikipedia, the home of the made-up fact.
Yeah.
And we're gonna look. Hang on. So Lenny Kravitz. Okay. Oh, nuts. He is quite chubby. Look. He was born in 1964. So what does that make him?
46, 7.
So I was closer.
I think you were closer.
Thank you, Daniel. I accept your apology.
No worries.
Was he any good or was he rubbish?
Well, he was decent. But I didn't know that thing about Jesus, so...
Yeah. Well, things we turn off the whole world to Lenny Kravitz by revealing his hidden agenda.
Yeah, and that's not good. You shouldn't bring it in.
You should, but rock and roll and religion should never be.
They don't go together. No.
Hey, Daniel.
Yep.
What do you reckon about this Libya situation, eh?
Well, I heard about those 2 pilots that they went to Malta to get asylum because they were told to bomb the protesters.
Oh, really?
That was strange.
Hello, Ray. It's Eloise.
Bit of a comedy cul-de-sac, though. Cul-de-sac? Cul-de-sac?
Hello?
Hello, cul-de-sac?
No, it's still Daniel.
No, but do you know what a cul-de-sac is?
No.
You don't know what a cul-de-sac is?
No.
Where are you from, Daniel?
Poland.
Okay. Do they not have cul-de-sacs in Poland?
Well, I don't know really what it is, so it's hard for me to say.
Thanks for calling, Daniel.
No worries.
Ta-ta.
Bye.
Imagine not knowing what a cul-de-sac is. It's a strange 3 words, isn't it? French, isn't it? 0330 123 1215. Oh, Duran Duran. I so wasn't ready for that to end. What meant to happen was this.
Absolute Radio.
You're listening to Absolute.
Yeah, come on. Prince. Ray's in Finchley. Hello, Ray.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Looking forward to the forthcoming Recorder Quartet.
Playing Friday the 20th at Cafe Oto and Saturday the 21st at the Good Ship in Kilburn. I'm speaking, of course, of the month of May.
Yes. Are you only going to be at the Cafe Oto gig?
I'm at both of those gigs, baby.
You're at both of them?
I'm DJing at Cafe Oto and I'm just going to be hanging around at the Good Ship.
Oh, fantastic.
And then they're coming on this show on the 19th, Thursday the 19th.
Thursday.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. So, everyone, I'm imploring all your listeners, go out and get those tickets.
Go and buy tickets, kid. I'm going to put when we get over the next few weeks. I'm going to start plugging it a bit more, and we've got some tickets to give away, and we'll probably get some CDs and stuff as well.
Yeah.
So we will be plugging it like crazy.
Because
exciting.
I managed to get hold of one of their CDs.
Oh,
a joy to behold.
They're wonderful. They're wonderful. The best band in the world. For those who don't know, the Recorder Quartet are. Let me play some. This is them.
Yeah, I got the one with this on it.
Fantastic. And they're coming over coming into the studio Thursday, May the 19th, the same night I'm seeing the Monkees live at the Royal Albert Hall. Get in. They're playing at Cafe Oto on Friday the 20th, and the Good Ship in Kilburn on Saturday the 21st. I'll be DJing at one of those gigs, and I keep going to the Facebook page or following me on Twitter, and I'll keep putting updates and links and things. There we go.
I'm looking forward to it.
You massive bumlick, Ray.
That's right.
Cheers for calling. Ta-ta.
Bye-bye.
There we go. 0330 123 1215 is the phone number. Last 10 minutes, 15 minutes of the show before Mark Crosley, Stills and Nash comes on. So we'll take some calls straight to air, shall we? Let's go to line 1. 1, you're on the wireless.
Hi, it's Andre.
Hello, Andre.
Morning.
Can I say, Andre, you know when you dial the phone number to the studio?
Yeah.
And then you hear Russ Williams?
Well, yeah.
You're paying for the call then?
I always do anyway. I'm keeping you in wages.
Well,
yeah?
exactly. You seem to phone all the time.
But what I was going to say, I've got 3 things to say.
Okay.
The first one, Mariah Carey is really nice.
She is nice, isn't she?
I've been listening to Razorlight.
Oh, yeah.
And
they're rubbish, aren't they?
And what's Eloise's views on going to Paris? Does she still want to go or not?
Let's ask her. Eloise?
Yeah.
Only if you're paying, because the station won't.
Yeah, I'll pay for Eloise, but it might only have to be for a long weekend and not 2 weeks.
That's fine by me, Andre.
Hey, well, you should... No, Andre,
Yeah?
you should go in April, because I'm taking my wife probably to Paris for our anniversary.
Well, should we all go?
We could
go?
double date, that'd be wicked.
All right, then, I'll keep you to that.
And then if we get a bit bored, we can you and me can swap rooms, Andre. Hey?
No, I'll stick with Eloise, thanks.
You say my wife's ugly?
No.
Good. You better not be.
No, Ian.
Yes, Andre.
Could you send me some Squeezing the Feeling tickets?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't have any, and even if I did, I wouldn't send them to you.
Well, the Absolute Ticket line have got them.
Well, why don't you go and buy some?
Well, I thought you might send me a couple on the house, and plus you've got any car stickers.
We don't... What is this, 1986? You think I'm Mike Reed or something? We don't do car stickers.
Oh, get some invented then.
Invented?
All right, we'll get something... We'll invented. I'll join in that. No. Yes, Andre. Have we reached your second point yet?
Pardon? No, yeah, that's the three. Mariah Carey.
Yes, one.
Razorlight.
Yeah, two.
And me and Eloise in Le Gay Paris.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? Then none of those... You're giggling like a schoolgirl this evening, Andre.
Well, you know Eloise?
I do know her, yeah. She's my producer. I work with her 4 nights a week.
Right, so we're going to share the room, yeah?
Yeah.
Share the room?
In the Latin Quarter.
It's the Latin Quarter. That's all he's heard of, is the Latin Quarter.
Right, that's the only place I've been.
Can't believe they let you into Paris.
So it's the cafe overlooking the Eiffel Tower.
Yes.
But the nearer the cafe to the Eiffel Tower, the dearer it is.
Of course.
Who's paying for the coffees?
You're paying for everything, Andre.
Oh, blimey. Right. Does Eloise want to go up the Eiffel Tower or just look at it?
It depends. Do you mean the actual Eiffel Tower, or are you using it as a euphemism to refer to your penis?
Oh, Ian, you're fucking off rude.
Steady. Did he say what I think he said?
I thought he said I'm not a prude or don't be crude.
I thought he said you're an half effing rude.
Oh, we might have. I didn't hear that part.
I dumped it anyway. Did podcast people, please let me know. There was some debate from the podcast people as to whether the Irish fella said...
Oh, really?
Or F yourself.
I only saw that people were pretty much saying, yes, he definitely did.
And then I had a couple say, no, he didn't say anything at all. What are you thinking about?
I think those ones are the ones that didn't realise that on the podcast you could listen back, and I think they were the ones listening.
You could be right.
Because I had one like that, and I had to argue with him that the delay still runs on the phone when you can rewind it.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, it still is. Well, you're still listening in delay.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, you say that, but I can rewind. I was like, yeah, but you're still listening in delay.
Yeah, and rewind that. Yes, you can rewind, can't you, Josh?
I can.
You can, yes, good for you.
My name because I've called up before.
Sorry?
No, some person was asking me a question.
Yeah, tell him to get stuffed.
Get stuffed, apparently.
Yeah, there we go. What do you want?
He's quite sarcastic. I don't want anything, but my friend wants to talk to you.
I don't want to talk to your friend?
Yeah, he does.
I don't want to talk to him?
Well, too bad. You're actually kind of talking.
Too bad, because I'm actually kind of not. Let's go to line 2. You're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian.
Oh, for goodness.
No need for that.
What do you want?
I just wanted to. I want you to quantify how you reckon the Monkees are better than the Beatles.
How can I quantify perfection?
All right, but the Monkees.
Yep.
Were what's the word?
A manufactured band.
A manufactured band.
So.
In America, because they
some of the Beatles, though, weren't they?
They wanted an equal to the Beatles.
Right.
So therefore, the Beatles were their what's the word?
If I have to keep doing the words for you, one night.
Yardstick. So
no, you're thinking of the Yardbirds.
Not the Yardbirds. Behave. The Beatles.
But just because the Monkees came second.
I like the Monkees, Ian. Don't get me wrong. I think they're brilliant.
Just because the Monkees came second doesn't mean they were worse. Surely that means they've taken all the good bits of the Beatles and made it into a better band.
Ian, behave yourself.
The Beatles never really delved into country rock, whereas the Monkees, here it comes, invented country rock. Yeah, they did. They did it before Gram Parsons. That's true. That's a fact. That's a fact that you won't get in any book, One Nut, because the books are biased to Gram Parsons and his crazy drug-fueled lifestyle. But the Monkees invented country rock. Next.
The Beatles, man.
They didn't do any country.
But the Beatles.
Did the Beatles... OK.
The Beatles are the greatest band that ever walked the planet.
Did the Beatles have a song called Daydream Believer?
No, they didn't, but...
Did the Beatles have a song called Listen to the Band?
No, but the Beatles
Did the Beatles have a song called Pleasant Valley Sunday?
Day in the
One Nut, I say thank you, and we say good evening. Josh, what do you want?
I'm awfully sorry for calling you a name.
I didn't know you called me a name.
Neither did I.
No, so now you got yourself cut off again. Let's go to line 3. You're on the wireless.
Oh, Ian.
Oh, for God's sake.
Ian.
Yeah, what?
You know when we go to Paris, yeah?
Yes.
Are we seeing that? What's that living arts living marble? No, what's that big?
Marble Arch. Yeah, we're going to go see the Marble Arch in London, in Paris.
What else was it? Notre Dame?
The Arc de Triomphe.
Yeah, what else? Can we go down the
Arc de Triomphe.
the river?
The Arc de Triomphe. The river? You're insane.
Yeah, the Seine, yeah.
Good lad, well done, well done.
What else? What else can we see?
We can go to McDonald's.
We can go to the Louvre.
The Louvre? Oh, the Louvre. Can we see Mona Lisa? The Mona Lisa?
Yeah. I'm only talking to you, Andre, because the only other person calling in is Josh.
She didn't paint the Mona Lisa. That was some Italian geezer.
Okay, if you're quoting songs from, like, lyrics from the Cult or the Clash or something, I'm going to cut you off.
Ian, I didn't swear at you.
You did?
No, I effing didn't.
You're such a dick.
Yeah, and you, see ya.
Was he genuinely annoyed at the end there?
No.
It sounded like it.
I don't think he could ever be annoyed.
Oh, Josh is calling in again.
Give his mate a chance.
What do you want?
Why'd you keep cutting me off, then?
I'm cutting you off now because you've got an attitude. And because someone else is calling in. Let's go to line 2, you're on the wireless.
Morning, Ian.
Morning. Good evening. It's not morning until you've had a sleep. No, exactly.
How are you?
Okay, here's what we're doing. Tomorrow, we're banning the question, how are you? Eloise, remind me of this.
Yes. Write down.
Because I would say that approximately 20% of the show is wasted with people saying, how are you? And me going, yeah, I'm all right.
You have to say, I'm fine.
I'm all right. I've got a bit of a cough. So tomorrow, if anybody says, how are you, they get cut off straight away. Bang.
Okay.
But in answer to your question, Pez, I'm all right.
Oh, I'm glad. Well, I've listened to the entire show, unfortunately. Was it good?
It was all right.
I was arguing with my girlfriend, but ex-girlfriend.
What were you arguing about?
Oh, do I have to go into detail?
Yeah, of course you
Really
do.
quickly, we're running out of time. How can I go into detail of that?
She slept with someone else?
Yeah, let's just say that.
Okay. Oh, bless
and
her.
she got annoyed about the Vinny thing.
What Vinny thing?
I asked Vinny out on a date, didn't I?
Oh, yeah.
She never got annoyed with that.
I swear to God, and I tried to explain the whole jokey joke thing. Yeah, but...
He's a bloke!
Well, yeah, I tried to explain that. That's all right, anyway. Yeah. Right, well, I'll make sure I listen tomorrow.
You've only got 20 seconds. What do you want? Okay. And let's go to... Finally, let's go to either Josh or his mate. Yes!
I just don't understand.
Oh,
that'll teach you a lesson. Perfect way to end the show. Mark, Eloise, excellent stuff. Thank you very much. Mark Crosby, Stills and Nash is on at 1 o'clock. Stick around for that. We're back tomorrow at 11. Ta-ta.